Tonight's news: Taal Volcano erupts. Philippines and Vietnam strengthen ties. Marcos at ASEAN Summit. Sama-sama naval exercise. Joint U.S.-Philippines naval drills commence in Subic Bay. World Bank raises growth forecast. Comelec cleanses candidacy list. Philippines call for job creation. Philippines condemns Chinese action. Businessman tycoon and philanthropist former Governor Chavit Singson files certificate of candidacy for senatorial bid in 2025 elections. Good evening, I'm Abalos, and this is the Pilipinas Update, bringing you the weekend news from the Philippines. Taal Volcano in Batangas, Philippines erupted recently, releasing a steam plume over 2 kilometers high. The Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology, or PHIVOLCS, has kept the alert level 1, indicating a low-level volcanic unrest. Authorities have warned residents to avoid the permanent danger zone due to potential hazards, including ashfall and toxic gases. While no mass evacuation have been ordered, local officials are monitoring the situation closely as a minor seismic activity continues around the volcano. Communities near the Taal have been advised to remain vigilant and follow updates from PHIVOLCS. The Philippines and Vietnam have agreed to bolster their strategic partnership, focusing on expanding cooperation across various sectors, including maritime security, trade, and defense. This development comes amid ongoing tensions in the South China Sea, where both nations faces challenges related to China's expansive territorial claims. During recent diplomatic engagements, the two countries emphasized the importance of maintaining stability in the region and supporting the rule of law. The partnership aims to enhance mutual support and promote regional peace amid rising maritime disputes. The strengthened ties signify a unified stance on addressing shared security concerns while exploring new opportunities for economic collaborations. At the ASEAN Summit in Laos, President Marcos Jr. emphasized the need of adherence to international law, particularly the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, or UNCLOS, in addressing disputes in the South China Sea. He urged regional leadership to uphold the rule of law and ensure maritime stability amidst ongoing tensions. The president also highlighted the Philippines' support for the ASEAN's 5-point consensus on resolving the Myanmar crisis, calling for an end to violence and the restoration of a dialogue. President Marcos used the summit as an opportunity to advocate for economic cooperation, inviting investment in sectors such as green technology and sustainable manufacturing in the Philippines. The summit marked an important platform for the country to reinforce diplomatic relations while addressing regional security and economic development concerns.
Pure Medical Equipment provides top-notch quality medical supply equipment. Whether to rent or buy, Pure Medical Equipment and Supplies has it all.
Pure Medical Equipment is committed to serve and give back to Southern Nevada.
We deliver medical supplies and rentals to your door.
FilAmTV Network, the heartbeat of Filipino-American culture in the United States. It is the only channel that brings you closer to home, celebrating the rich heritage and traditions of the Philippines. Available on free TV without any subscription and on digital platforms like Roku, Amazon Fire TV, WCE TV apps, Facebook, and YouTube. Wherever you are, whatever you do, stay connected to your Filipino heritage with FilAmTV Network. FilAmTV Network, Inc., the only Filipino-American channel always within reach.
Don't waste your money on CBD. Now hold on, don't turn the video off. If you're already taking CBD, good for you. You're on a good path, but there's a much better way. If you're thinking, should I try CBD? Let me answer a couple of questions that might help you make the decision to even try a CBD product. First of all, let's answer the question, what is CBD and where does it come from? CBD is cannabidiol. It's called a cannabinoid, and it's found naturally in many different plants. In fact, as you see here in the Cannabicaceae family, there's hops, sandalwood, hackberry, of course, hemp, even marijuana, but we're not talking here about marijuana. In fact, we're going to be talking about hemp. As I started to mention, CBD can be found in hemp, in rather high levels, as a matter of fact. But here's the problem. CBD is not the only cannabinoid you can find in hemp. Hemp contains over 100 different cannabinoids. In fact, in the Cannabicaceae family, hemp contains the highest level of cannabinoids of any plant, which is why it's the most popular source for CBD. But as I mentioned, CBD is only one of the cannabinoids that you can find in hemp. Hemp contains high levels also of CBC, CBG, and CBN. So why would we want CBC, CBD, CBG, and CBN? Well, as we look at the benefits here from CBD alone, you can see these benefits are great. I mean, who wouldn't want these benefits, right? But let's look at the benefits you can get from CBC. You see, they compound with CBD and offer yet even more. But then let's also now look at CBG. CBG has even more benefits. So naturally, anybody looking for the maximum benefit you can derive from hemp would want CBC, CBG, and CBD. But don't stop there. CBN also has fantastic benefits. So if you're looking for a great hemp product and you're contemplating trying a CBD product, don't just buy CBD. And please, don't buy that cheap gas station grocery store stuff. It's just that, cheap, and it won't benefit you at all. But if you can get a high grade, medical grade in fact, hemp product that contains CBC, CBD, CBG, and CBN, now you are unleashing the full power of your body that can only happen if you have all four of these cannabinoids in your body. If you're taking CBD, you're getting roughly 1/4 of the benefit that hemp can give you. Well, fourth is better than nothing, I suppose, but when you want 100% of all the benefits that hemp can give you, that is what happens if you take CBD with CBC, CBG, and CBN. So now you're probably asking, well, where on earth do I get all four of those? The problem now is solved. CBX4 contains high levels, not trace levels, and this is very important, contains high levels of all four of these cannabinoids, which means every benefit we listed up until now is available to you naturally in CBX4 and only in CBX4.
Pure Medical Equipment provides top-notch quality medical supply equipment. Whether to rent or buy, Pure Medical Equipment and Supplies has it all.
Pure Medical Equipment is committed to serve and give back to Southern Nevada.
We deliver medical supplies and rentals to your door.
The Philippines and United States commenced the annual Sama-Sama naval exercise this week in Subic Bay, aimed at enhancing maritime security and defense cooperation. The drills involved various naval maneuvers, search and rescue operations, and anti-submarine warfare exercises with participation from allied nations like Japan and Australia. This year's exercises come amidst increasing Chinese maritime activities in the West Philippine Sea, underscoring the need for regional partners to strengthen their naval capabilities and uphold freedom of navigation in contested waters. The World Bank has revised its growth projection for the Philippines, now expecting the economy to expand by 6% this 2024 and 6.1% for the upcoming 2025. Upgraded forecast is driven by strong domestic demand, public investment, and lower inflation. Private consumption remains a key growth driver, supported by a remittance inflows and a healthy labor market. However, risks such as global economic slowdown and climatic events could affect the outlook. The Commission on Elections, or Comelec, has begun the process of reviewing and cleansing the list of candidates following the recent filing of certificates of candidacy for the 2025 midterm elections. The initiative aims to ensure that all listed candidates meet the necessary legal requirements and avoid any issues of nuisance candidacies. Comelec is scrutinizing each application to maintain the integrity of the electoral process and eliminate candidates who fail to meet qualifications or submit incomplete documents. The official candidate list is expected to be finalized soon.
Pure Medical Equipment provides top-notch quality medical supply equipment. Whether to rent or buy, Pure Medical Equipment and Supplies has it all.
Pure Medical Equipment is committed to serve and give back to Southern Nevada.
We deliver medical supplies and rentals to your door.
FilAmTV. For FilAms, by FilAms, on Free TV. The only channel available on Free TV without any subscription, also available on digital platforms such as Roku, Amazon Fire TV, WCE-TV, Facebook, and YouTube. Wherever you are, stay connected to your roots with FilAmTV. Visit our website, www.filamtv.us.
The Philippine government is intensifying calls for comprehensive job creation strategies to combat rising unemployment, boost economic growth amid ongoing challenges. With inflation high, commodity prices, and lingering effect from the COVID-19 pandemic impacting the economy, officials are emphasizing the need for policies that generate sustainable employment opportunities for Filipinos. The Philippine government has condemned recent actions by China in the disputed waters of the West Philippine Sea, accusing Beijing of escalating tensions and violating international law. The condemnation follows reports increased Chinese military activities, including the installation of more maritime structures and aggressive behavior towards Filipino vessels in the contested region. In a statement, that Department of Foreign Affairs, or DFA, criticized China's action as illegal and destabilizing, citing instances where Chinese Coast Guard ships allegedly used water cannons and made dangerous maneuvers to block Philippine supply boats en route to outposts in the Spratly Islands. The DFA reiterated that actions infringe on the country's sovereign rights within its exclusive economic zone as recognized under the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, or UNCLOS. We strongly condemn China's continued aggressive behavior and coercive actions in the West Philippine Sea. The DFA said these actions undermine peace, stability, and the rules-based international order. The Philippines will continue to assert its sovereign rights and uphold international law. The latest tensions have reignited long-standing disputes over the South China Sea, where Beijing claims nearly the entire area through its so-called 9-line claim. rejected by an international tribunal in 2016 which ruled in favor of the Philippines. Despite the ruling, China has continued to assert its claims and expand its military presence by building artificial islands and deploying military assets in the region. The Philippines military has reported increasing Chinese activity near the Second Thomas Shoal, a Philippine-held feature in the Spratlys where a rusted World War II-era ship, the BRP Sierra Madre, serves a makeshift outpost. Recent incidents involved Chinese Coast Guard ships attempting to block Filipino resupply missions to the outpost, prompting the government to file diplomatic protests and raise concerns at regional forums. Defense officials have stressed the need for a unified response to Chinese actions, calling on allies and neighbors countries to support the enforcement of this international law in the region. The West Philippine Sea is not just a territorial issue, it is a matter of upholding the rule of law and maintaining freedom of navigation for all nations.
Pure Medical Equipment provides top-notch quality medical supply equipment. Whether to rent or buy, Pure Medical Equipment and Supplies has it all.
Pure Medical Equipment is committed to serve and give back to Southern Nevada.
We deliver medical supplies and rentals to your door.
We are the Philippines. We are land and sea. We are 7,107 islands. We are island people in a vast archipelago divided by the last ice age. We are one nation, yet a diverse people. We think in different ways. We speak in many voices. We dream in many worlds. We live many lives, all alluring, for we are naturally beautiful. We are tropical, we are warm, of heart, of greeting, of climate. We are mountainous, we are volcanic, we have volcanoes within volcanoes, and the most perfect cone. We are wet all around, we are wet underground. And when the typhoons blow, we are wet all over. Never far from a waterfall, never distant from a beach. Everywhere our soothing waters beckon. We are lush, we are fertile, we are prolific, multifarious, biologically diverse. 10 times more, so they say, than the Galapagos itself. We have the smallest primate, the smallest carabao, the smallest fish. We have the largest fruit, the largest flower, the largest raptor, the majestic Philippine eagle, and other rare finds, the dugong, the cloud rat, grass owls, civet cats that deliver a wild flavored coffee, hundreds of species of birds and insects, thousands of species of fish and shells. And there, gleaming in the center of the Sulu Sea, the Tubataha Reef, a World Heritage Site, only one of many others in these sun-kissed islands. And here we are, its people, the Filipinos. Who love to eat, who love to drink, who love to do nothing, who love to be ourselves. We sing a lot. We dance a lot. We talk a lot. We love a lot. We love a good laugh, and we do laugh a good lot. We laugh at each other, we laugh at ourselves. We celebrate life with raised glass, on bended knee, with innocence, with passion, with grace. We are 7,107 islands. Incredible, irresistible, unforgettable. We are the Philippines.
Veteran politician and former Ilocos Sur Governor Luis Chavit Singson has officially filed his certificate of candidacy for the 2025 senatorial elections in the Philippines. The longtime public servant is set to make a return to the national political stage, aiming to secure a seat in the Senate, where he plans to advocate for regional development, economic growth, and stronger anti-corruption measures. Former Governor Singson, a prominent figure in the Philippines politics, is known for his decades-long career as a local government leader and his role in key national events. During his filing at the Commissions on Elections, or Comelec, Singson emphasized his desire to bring his extensive experience in local governance to the Senate, where he aims to push for legislation that will directly benefit the Filipino people, particularly in rural areas. I have served the people of Ilocos Sur for many years, and I believe it's time to bring the same dedication to the national level. Singson said, "My priority will be to ensure that progress reaches all corners of the country, especially the regions that have been left behind." Singson's platform centers on economic developments, infrastructure, and anti-corruption. He plans to advocate for his increased investments in regional infrastructure projects such as roads and public utilities, which he believes that are crucial for the economic growth. He also pledged to push for reforms aimed at curbing corruption in government, drawing from his own experiences in fighting graft as a local leader. Singson's candidacy marks his return to national politics after having previously served as a congressman and a governor. His decision to run for the Senate comes amid a growing field of candidates for the 2025 elections, with several high-profile politicians and new faces vying for a spot in the legislative chamber. Political analysts suggest that Singson's extensive experience in both local and national governance, as well as his strong network of political allies, could provide him with a competitive edge in the senatorial race. His supporters argue that his track record of public service and development in Ilocos Sur speaks to his capability and commitment to serving the people. As the election season gains momentum, Singson's entry into the senatorial race is expected to add another dynamic to the campaign landscape. With his background and name recognition, he is likely to draw support from various sectors, including the northern regions, where he has long held influence. The 2025 senatorial elections will be closely watched as Filipinos choose leaders who will help shape the country's legislative agenda for the upcoming years. For Singson, the upcoming campaign represents a chance to extend his legacy in the Philippine politics and to advocate for policies and he believes will drive the nation forward. And that was our news for this week. For more news and updates, follow us at our social media platforms. I am Abalos and this is the Pilipinas Update here at FilAmTV Network on KGNG 26.8. Thank you and have a good day.
Pure Medical Equipment provides top-notch quality medical supply equipment. Whether to rent or buy, Pure Medical Equipment and Supplies has it all.
Pure Medical Equipment is committed to serve and give back to Southern Nevada.
We deliver medical supplies and rentals to your door.
FilAmTV Network, the heartbeat of Filipino-American culture in the United States. It is the only channel that brings you closer to home, celebrating the rich heritage and traditions of the Philippines. Available on free TV without any subscription and on digital platforms like Roku, Amazon Fire TV, WCE TV apps, Facebook, and YouTube. Wherever you are, whatever you do, stay connected to your Filipino heritage with FilAmTV Network. FilAmTV Network Inc., the only Filipino-American channel always within reach.